What emergency? This is Carol at Platte Canyon. We've got somebody with a gun. Please get Glenn.
Where is the person with the gun?
The person is upstairs in the English pod. Okay?
Carol, don't hang up.
I'm not.
I'm talking to my officers.
Tell Glenn to get down here as soon as he can.
I
Okay, I have the teacher. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, this is Mrs. Smith.
Okay, Mrs. Smith, what happened? And do you know? You don't know who this man
No,
is?
it's a grown man.
Okay. Do we have an idea of how old? 20, 30, 50?
40s.
Teacher. Okay, in 40s. When did he come in? What did
My
he say?
he came in the back of my room. I was talking to my class. He set a backpack down on the back desk. I went back and approached him because I didn't recognize him. I asked him what I could help him with. And he pulled a gun.
You know what kind of gun? Handgun?
It's a handgun.
Okay. Do you have any idea what kind?
No, I don't really know guns.
Okay.
It's a black.
Was it like a square-looking gun?
Looking, yes.
Okay. So
yes.
Okay. Black square-looking gun. Okay. Then what?
He said, "Go to the front of the room and face the blackboard."
Okay. I'm going to have you hang on just a sec, okay? Just one second, okay?
Are this still in my room?
You were with the officers when they stormed the room?
Yeah, I was with the initial 4 officers that arrived on scene.
But were you at the room when they went in?
No, I was at the incident command post when entry was made by the SWAT team.
And you made that call, correct?
That is correct.
Was that probably your toughest decision you made in your career?
I would say probably, no, there would be no doubt that was probably the toughest decision and one that I have to not only live with, but that I think about every day.
Let's talk about getting factual information, because this is really kind of the gist of this whole interview here. There are times we get interviews with witnesses. Golden rule in journalism: we like to have 3 sources to confirm our sources or our information, and one should be someone like yourself. Do you ever feel strong-handed if you get a reporter coming up or a graphic artist coming up and they've shown you a diagram or something, say, this is what our sources have given us? Are you going to comment or elaborate on that? And do you ever do that for the sake of keeping things accurate if you find that the information is not accurate that they're giving to you?
Yeah, I think that the biggie for us is when looking at that information and trying to get it out is, number one, the information that I'm giving out, is it going to hamper the investigative efforts of the officers? Because a lot of stuff, as you can understand, we don't want to show our hand too quickly if we're looking for a suspect or we're trying to gain additional investigative information. So you have to be really careful.
What was your opinion about the informational graphics that you've just been looking at?
Yeah, as I look on the pages here, they show a strong representation of the room that day at Platte Canyon High School. I can't believe how accurate the photos are. They're really well done.
We opted not to be really. I mean, you look at our graphics. We opted not to put people into our graphics. You look at the TV news; they put people in them. What's your thought on that?
I think there's good reason for not putting people. Our guys weren't wearing that type of clothing, So it gave a perspective there. If you first looked, especially at the first one, it looked more like the military had stormed the classroom instead of law enforcement. Because if you look too, nowhere on there does it say our guys all have sheriff, or it says something like that, police. But so it looked like the military stormed the room, and that gave a bad impression.
So after seeing these 2 videos, give me your comments on these.
Well, a lot of inaccuracies. The first one, the classroom, it's not a good representation of the classroom. It talked about the concussion grenades. Concussion grenades aren't used to blast. That's a different explosive. They're used to strictly as a diversionary device. The next one is the CBS, and it has a bookcase behind, which is wrong. It never has it doesn't have the detail, I think.
Yeah, looking at what you've seen so far between the print and what I've showed you with the television, what kind of impact do you think this has on the viewers and readers?
Well, like I say, the way it's portrayed there, the one I think it showed the barricade. He was never barricaded in the room. So yeah, when you get down to the actual facts, which were when they're eventually released, it makes it out that there was a lot of guessing going on, and I don't think it really puts across that professional image that journalism wants to present. And I think that in the end, that's the whole point, is we want to present that professional image.